Welcome to Let's Talk About It. Here we go! Holy crap!
Looks like you already have.
I need guns. Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Talk About the show. We talk about everything going on in the movie and TV world, and I'm your host. And I go out and search the web for these topics because these are topics I want to talk about with you guys. Topics that I'm interested in, and I want to hear your thoughts as well, so please comment down below. But before we start, please make sure you press that subscribe button. It helps on our goal to 1,000 subscribers. And once you subscribe, you can check out all our other content we have on our channels, including reactions, reviews, gameplay reviews. All of that is on this channel. Well, wait, guys. Let's start off with our first topic today because we got quite a few topics to talk about. A lot of topics. We're going to start off with this one. This is our kind of mundane topic of the day. It was sadly reported this morning that Gene Hackman, the original Superman actor who played Lex Luthor in the Superman movie, and it was just heartbreaking to wake up to this. This is what Deadline had to say. Actor Gene Hackman and wife Betsy Arcara found dead in Santa Fe home. This is really hard news to swallow. Personally, someone who has just watched Superman, we just watched it like a few months ago, and I loved Gene Hackman's Lex Luthor in there. And Gene Hackman, he's done other stuff. He has been in this industry for a long time. He's one of the greats. Movies that I remember Gene Hackman, and of course I remember him from Superman the movie, but one of the movies me and my dad would always watch was Crimson Tide. Yes, him playing the Crimson Tide is such a great movie. That's what Denzel Washington. My dad was very much a fan of submarine movies. So Crimson Tide, another one movie that I honestly remember Gene Hackman for. Other movies, we got Behind Enemy Lines with Owen Wilson, another great movie. There's also Empire of the State with Will Smith. The Firm. He has done so much. Like, this guy has been in things since like 67. This guy's a legendary actor. He is a legend in his own right, and it's really, there are actors, you think of, like, oh, I can't even imagine a world without that actor. It's hard to imagine now we're living in a world without Gene Hackman, because this man is a legendary actor. This guy, he's a legend in his own right. Like, look at that film. Those films, and he's done hundreds of films that other people probably love and admire. But when I think of Gene Hackman, I think of Superman the movie, I think of Crimson Tides, Behind Enemy Lines, and I think it's Empire State. Those are the movies, I remember. Empire State, wasn't really one I remember, but I remember when I was in high school, me and my dad, we would watch Crimson Tide all the time. That Crimson Tide, oh my God, guys, that is a great movie. If you have not watched Crimson Tide, go watch it. Great performances in there by Denzel and Gene Hackman. But another one, The Firm. The Firm was also one that, blew me out of the water. That's Tom Cruise, of course, but also Gene Hackman, Also, another one I forgot to mention, Hoosiers. How do you not remember? That's one of the great sports movies. Hoosiers. Gene Hackman as the coach. That was the one I remember watching first in middle school, but then I would watch it other times, throughout my life, because I am, of course, a big basketball fan, and Hoosiers is one of those movies. Hoosiers is just one of those movies, you remember. Even in Indiana, sometimes the Indiana Pacers, get a little sports talk right here, the Indiana Pacers would sometimes wear Hoosier jerseys. That is just another legendary film that he has. So, first off, I'd like to say, Gene Hackman, all the work you have done, everything you've done for the film industry, you have honestly helped me and my father grow closer, because movies like Crimson Tide and Behind Enemy Lines are movies we watch still to this day, constantly, at least more than once a year. So it's a really sad day, guys. It's a sad day in the movie industry. One of Hollywood's legends has passed away in Gene Hackman. But guys, what do you think about this? What impact did Gene Hackman have on you, and how has this death affected you? For me, it's really affected me, because I have watched Crimson Tide more times than I count, watched Behind Enemy Lines more than I can remember, and he's just been part of so many legendary films, and even to the Superman movie and to everything else he's done. Thank you, Gene Hackman, and I hope you rest in peace. And I hope for all of you, maybe to go back this weekend, we go watch some Gene Hackman movies. Go watch some of those movies I mentioned. And leave your comments down below, your favorite Gene Hackman movie. Alright guys, let's move on to our second topic here today. The Beekeeper for me was a surprise hit. It was very much that typical Jason Statham movie. He's a guy, who can do all these things, but he just seems like a normal guy. I enjoyed the hell out of The Beekeeper because, of course, you had, what's his name? David Ayer. David Ayer directing it. David Ayer, I think, is a very underrated director. He had some bad stints, with DC, with the Suicide Squad. His Will Smith movie on Netflix, Bright, wasn't really that good. And I thought I'd never see a movie from him again. And then he did The Beekeeper. And I'm like, that was a fun movie. The Beekeeper, it wasn't anything special, but it was a fun movie. And it did actually make quite enough money at the box office. And because of that, we're getting a sequel, guys. According to Deadline, Jason Statham returning for The Beekeeper 2. Timo Tadji directing for Miramax. So this will not be directed by David Ayer. I am a bit kind of upset about that because I love what David Ayer did with that. And this is also with Brad Pitt's production company. But I'm okay because I'm like, yay, I would see more movies in this in this world, because I really love kind of the thing they kind of set up in Beekeeper, where beekeepers were meant to come into society to fix problems that only they could fix, and they punish the guilty and have no government restrictions on them, and they're the most badass secret agents out there. I would love to dive more deep into the Beekeeper organization. Maybe we have Jason Statham going up against a really, really talented beekeeper he fought with when he was a beekeeper. I'm saying beekeeper way too much. I don't know really anything about Timo Tadji. I've actually never really heard of this guy before. I don't really know what he's done. It seems like he's kind of, an older director. Not older director, but he's done a lot of indie films. So this is kind of his first big thing. It does say here that he did work on Nobody 2, which is coming later this year. Probably some of their short CinemaCon later this year. But I think this is a good idea. The Beekeeper, I liked it. Will I go see Beekeeper 2? Yes, I will, because I liked that film. And it's a fun movie. It is a fun movie. It's like one of those movies, it's like, oh my god, it's a Jason Statham movie. It's like, hoy, I'm gonna come beat your ass. You kill my friend, I'm gonna come beat ya. I love Jason Statham so much, and who cares if he's doing these B movies? He's getting paid money. I'm having a good time. I'm not expecting Oscar-worthy performances in these movies. I'm just going for a good time. But guys, what do you think about this? We're getting a Beekeeper 2, and Jason Statham is returning with a brand new director. What do you think about this? Leave your comments down below, and let's move on to our third topic here today. Shrek 5. I've been watching Shrek movies, I believe, ever since I was born. I remember watching Shrek 1 like a billion times. I don't quite remember Shrek 2, Shrek 3, and Shrek 4 that much. I might have to go back and watch them, maybe do reactions on the channel when the movie's about to come out. But we're getting a Shrek 5, which a lot of people want this. The Puss in Boots movies have been killing it. I think the last Puss in Boots movie, The Last Wish, was actually nominated at the Oscars for Best Picture. Which, that was pretty good. And at the end of that movie, of course, they did the little, cutaway scene, end credit scene where it's like, I'm going to go see some friends. And he comes to Never Ever After Land, where Shrek and Donkey and all his friends live. And today, Universal has DreamWorks has dropped the first little look at Shrek 5, confirming a brand new star is joining the cast. According to the Hollywood Reporter, Zendaya to star in Shrek 5 as Shrek's daughter. Now, the little teaser, I didn't react to it because it's really just released 30 seconds, and it's a teaser announcing the cast. It's not really gives anything to the story. So basically, as the teaser goes, they have all these, because Shrek has kind of become a meme. They kind of do this meme thing where they show all these meme images of Shrek, which I kind of found kind of funny. And then, it shows, the entire cast. It shows Shrek, it shows his wife Fiona, and then we see the daughter. And we kind of hear them, so we kind of hear some of the voice work in there. And confirms that Zendaya is coming to play Shrek's daughter. And it kind of got me thinking, maybe this is a father-daughter movie. Like, maybe this is what it is, because it's been a lot of years since we got Shrek. A lot of years since we had Shrek. He said time to grow, he has a family now. And I think what we're about to see in this film is we're going to see, Shrek, having to let go of his kid, let her go have her own adventures. I think that's what the movie could be about, how I feel like Shrek would be a very overprotective father in a way. He would be very protective of his children, and would want to protect them because he loves them so much. And I think it's gonna be a father-daughter story with Shrek and his daughter. But I think it's very cool. I love how they also got the original cast to come back and be in this film because you know me. I love when we get to see OG actors come back and play their original characters, and having Mike Myers come back, Eddie Murphy. Cameron Diaz, Antonio Banderas, those characters I think are iconic. A lot of people love this franchise. For Zendaya, I get it, Zendaya. She's one of the biggest stars in the world right now, but I feel like Zendaya has not dipped into animation yet. And I'm excited to see what she's going to do with this role. Not that it's going to give her an Oscar or anything. Animation, actors really don't get Oscar noms. But, I'll go see it. I'll go see a movie with Zendaya in it. Zendaya is one of the best actress on top of her game right now in the world right now. But guys, what do you think about this? Zendaya joins the Shrek 5 cast as his daughter. And what do you think about this? And what do you think? Do you think I'm kind of right about what the story might be for this film? Leave your comments down below. And let's move on to our fourth topic here today. Yes, not our last topic. This is our fourth topic, guys. The Boys. The Boys is shooting right now. And, The Boys was created by the person who was behind Supernatural, which is one of the most, I think, beloved series, ever. Everyone loves, the Winchester brothers scrolling downtown in their badass car, solving mysteries, kind of like a TVMA Scooby-Doo type story. And, we already got Jensen Ackles in there from Supernatural. We got... oh my gosh, Jeffrey D. Morgan, who played their father in Supernatural. But there are two other guys who I'm like, if they can reunite Jensen Ackles with these two guys, this will be considered one of my favorite shows of all time. It's official, guys. It's official. According to Deadline, Jared Padalecki and Misha Collins to guest star in The Boys' 5th and final season. They did like a little Instagram post, saying like season 5 just got a bit more supernatural. Now, they didn't say it's like main roles. They are guest starring. So I'm guessing these two show up for an episode or two. I just want to see these three of these guys all on screen together. Listen, I don't care if it's for 5 minutes or 1 minute. Just seeing our boys back on screen again is going to make me truly, truly happy. Mostly for me, it's with Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki and just getting back on screen together. I love those two together. If you have not seen any of them at con videos, like, they are so funny. Like, they're like, I feel like they're brothers in the show, but they're like brothers in real life. Because, like, these two just complement each other so well. I can't wait to see what the roles are going to be, because they are keeping the roles under wrap. But I'm also wondering, like, Soldier Boy is alive. They teased him at the end of They did tease him at the end of season 4, which was like, oh my god, they're gonna bring Jensen Ackles back. Oh my god, because I love Jensen Ackles so much. And I have not read the boys comics, so I have no idea who they could play. I think it would just be. I think it would be honestly funny, like if they just like brought the supernatural boys. Like what if Jared and Misha were playing like these superhero, like bounty hunters? Like that would be so funny, and and like just having them hunting Soldier Boy, that would be so funny to see. Like they could do something like that. Like they're gonna throw supernatural joke in there. They gotta throw a supernatural joke in there. And it would be funny if they like had the car in there as well. Like that would be really fun to see. But guys, what do you think about this? Jared Padalecki and Misha Collins, the last two supernatural boys, will be guest starring in The Boys Season 5. Leave your comments down below. What are your thoughts on this? How excited are you about this? I am so excited. And with that, we're going to move on to our last topic here today. Lanterns is in the middle of shooting right now, which is probably when James going to announce like all the TV shows and movies, like even above Superman, I was more excited for Lanterns because I love the character Green Lantern. As a kid, I would read so many comics of Green Lantern. That goes to the Sinestro War comics, to Blackest Night, to Brightest Night. I love the Green Lantern comics, and I've always I want to see them back on the big screen. I want to see them just again. Please, DC, just make it. And James was like, we're doing Lanterns. Not just with Hal Jordan, but with John Stewart. The Green Lantern, these are the two Green Lanterns I grew up with. Hal Jordan was the guy I read in the comics, but John Stewart was the guy I saw on my television in shows like Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. Like, those two are my favorite Green Lanterns. And they're shooting right now, so we got a little look at the looks for these characters. Not in their suits, but how they look in the series. According to thecomicmovie.com, Lanterns, first look, reveals the DCU's Hal Jordan and John Stewart. Now, it's nothing like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. It's just them walking down a road. But it gets me excited, guys. I don't care. As a Green Lantern fan, it gets me excited. The one thing I don't want them to do, James Gunn, listen to me. I know you got John Stewart in the show. Please, first off, do not kill off Hal Jordan. Please don't kill him. Second of all, please don't do this thing and make Hal Jordan a villain. Like, there has been this trend lately where, like, even in that animated Green Lantern, the Where My Power comic book series, they made Hal Jordan a villain. And then, like, in the new comic runs they're doing right now, they're making him a villain again. Like, I don't want to see Hal Jordan as a villain. I want to see a buddy cop, true detective type show with Green Lantern. It's what he promised. I want Hal Jordan to be the more grizzled Green Lantern, and I want John Stewart to be kind of the new Green Lantern. Like, he's still kind of learning the ropes, but he still has different experiences from Hal Jordan he can learn with. I'm begging you, DC, do not kill Hal Jordan. I want to see Hal Jordan interacting with other characters one day in the DCU. I also think Kyle Chandler is a tremendously great actor. You got a great guy. Do not just kill him off. Please do not kill him off. That's my main point. It's like, they think like, oh, it's going to be so special. We're going to kill off Hal Jordan, and then John Stewart's going to be the main Green Lantern. I'm like, you can have more than one Green Lantern at a time. We literally have a Green Lantern with a bowl cut. Like, doesn't have to be super special. But I am also honestly most excited to see Aaron Pierre as John Stewart. He was great in Rebel Ridge. I have not seen Mufasa yet, but I heard he was good in that too. And he just keeps getting more and more popular. I cannot wait to see him play John Stewart. I'm already sold on Kyle Chandler as Hal Jordan because I've watched Friday Night Lights. I've already watched him as Coach. Friday Night Lights is what I will always remember Kyle Chandler from because that's just, I think, his most iconic character. Playing Coach. If you don't watch Friday Night Lights, that show is amazing. Go watch it. Every season is so enjoyable. We also got, if you zoom into the picture, you can actually see the lantern ring, and it looks pretty cool. Like, sure, it's not like has a big like lantern on it, but it's like a ring, has a little green there. I'm like, that looks pretty cool. I cannot wait to see some more pictures of the show. I cannot wait to see what their suits look like, because their suits are going to be looking totally awesome. But guys, what do you think about this? Our first look at Lanterns at Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan, even getting a little sneak peek of their rank. How excited are you for this project? I am so excited. I cannot wait for this show to drop, and I cannot wait for that trailer to drop. Leave your comments down below, like, comment, subscribe, do all that, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.